Hi, in this video, I'm going to introduce those protocols used with email like SMTP, POP, and IMAP. Okay, so email, which was one of the initial kind of killer applications of the internet, even kind of before the HTTP and web browsers, but email requires two protocols to operate. SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, used to send email messages and attachments, and either POP, Post Office Protocol, or Internet Message Access Protocol, IMAP, which is used to retrieve emails from the email server. Okay, kind of this diagram explains kind of most of what we need to know in a way. Okay, the internet mail involves user agents. So user agents is what we use to access, create, send, retrieve email from an email server. Most of us now, we use some kind of graphical user interface or even a web browser. There's still some text user agents. Some people just like to use kind of text to do everything. There's the mail servers. So the mail servers is what stores your email and then communicates with other mail servers to send your email or get mail from them. SMTP, this is the principal application protocol for internet mail, and it's sent over TCP. Okay. Then there's also POP3, IMAP, and HTTP for actually accessing the email. Okay, so SMTP. SMTP is what's used to transfer your messages from the sender's mail server to the recipient's mail server. This is known as a push protocol, not pull. It can only be used for sending. So we'll see that it can't be used for retrieving email. Okay, so it pushes email from the client to the server to the server. Yep. A pull, we'll see later, is from the server to the client. Okay. So for retrieving email, however, historically users would log into their local mail server to read mail. And since the early 1990s, we've used things like POP3, IMAP, and even HTTP. So let's look at actually how to retrieve our email. There's POP3, Post Office Protocol, which is still around, but kind of limited functionality. It had basically two modes, either download and delete mode or download and keep mode. Basically, you would download the information from the mail server, and then it was up to you. Did you want to keep it on that mail server, or did you want to have it deleted when you download it? Might sound like kind of a simple thing. You just kind of, oh yeah, download it and then delete it. But it would be kept on, then it would, all your email at that point in time would be kept on your computer. Okay, so if you did the download and delete, you would download it here, delete it off here, and then what happens if you go to another computer that's at work? Well, guess what? All your email is here at the at home. Okay. The other problem with that is, what if you did download and keep? Okay, so you go through all your emails, you delete a bunch of them, you delete some, apply to others, and then you go to work, and guess what? Just like you had before, you have to start all over again. So neither one of these were great options. They're fine for the time when we typically had one computer, usually at work, or if you had just a home computer, you did all your email from home. Okay. All right, so as I mentioned, there were problems with both the download and delete and download and keep. All right, and there were no remote folders and things like that to store email and that sort of thing. So what we moved to is something called IMAP. So the mail is not actually downloaded but kept on the server, and we retrieve information about our email in something called an inbox, and then we can manage that inbox with mail's actually still kept on the server, but we just manage that information using our inbox that's kind of kept locally. Retrieves portions of the mail, like the subject line, who it's from, things like that. And then we can kind of see what we want to do. But we're really managing it on the mail server. There's also web-based mail, which was introduced with Hotmail back in the 1990s. And this continues now to be a very popular option. Matter of fact, Gmail, for my personal and school and emails are all, web-based Gmail nowadays. Okay, so these are HTTP is also a push from client to server and a pull server to client. All right, so that's just a little introduction on email protocols.